Hey everyone, and welcome back to Divine Connections. Here we are. I have my notes for today because it's been a while since I've done this, and my gosh, so many people asking me to come back on. So finally, I am here, and you might have to hear my dogs because I'm making them stay out. Um, anyway, uh, I want to say hey and thank you to everyone who has reached out. Um, I am doing today a overall what's going on in September because 2020 has been very transformative this year, but I believe that September is going to be. Turn my phone down. September. I know I do videos and you guys have to know every single thing I'm doing. It's so funny. Anyway, I really feel that September is going to be very transformative. So in this video, I've got some announcements. I've got a little bit of numerology, a little bit or quite a bit of astrology because there's some things going on, and um, I've got cards that I haven't looked at yet, except for one. I did bring up this one because um, it is a full moon in Pisces. All right, but since actually this full moon is in the second decan of Pisces, there's Cancer influence as well. So this is going to be an extremely emotional, but much needed emotional time. This is called the Healer's Moon, Harvest Moon, um, Full Corn Moon. There's a lot of names for this because the Native Americans they would look at it and say, okay, they named this moon for when to harvest corn. So what we want to look at it is reap what you sow. All right, what have you been putting out there? What are you going to need to change? What do you um, want to do? But to be excited about it instead of saying what the energies are and what's going on with the energies, say maybe this is all happening for a reason, and I'm going to be excited about new things that are coming. Because remember, a lot of times, most of the time, no, 100% of the time, you can't build new foundation or old foundation, or I'm sorry, new buildings on old foundations. So sometimes things need to crumble. So instead of saying, why is all of this happening? Say, I'm excited for what's happening. Okay? Um, so Pisces is ruled by Neptune and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So this is a very, very dreamy, intuitive, imaginative, I would say manifesting time. So make sure that you know that what you're putting your energies behind is what you want. Okay? Meaning that if you say, let's take finances because everybody's finances in love, but let's take finances. If you say, I have struggled forever, I guess I'm going to struggle more. Well, that's what you're manifesting. When you say, I don't want to struggle more, it's still what you're manifesting because you're coming from the lack of it. So say, you know what? The old stuff doesn't matter anymore. That does not define me. Those were my decisions in the past. They are there. It's not me. It doesn't define who I am, and I am going to chart my course and move in a different direction. This can be a very transformative moon, yes. So in numerology wise, um, September breaks down to a number 12, which is number 3. Okay, and number 3, actually, this is kind of interesting. One is about spirit, bringing spirit in, new beginnings. 2 is about relationships with yourself and others. But 3, so you can look at that too because that's going to bring in your self-expression. 3 is all about self-expression. It's all about being thriving, being upbeat, being engaging, communication, looking at things kind of like maybe even in an abstract point of view where you will find ideas and inspirations and something that might be out of the box. Okay? So if you go into the month knowing that, hey, there might be some destruction in things. Hey, there might be some that, but it could be the last of it for me. I don't know. I'm just going to say I'm grateful for waking up today, and I'm going to see what exciting things happen today. Keep yourself in that positive energy. Um, so this full moon, which happens on the 2nd in Eastern Standard Time, at 1:22 a.m. Um, like I said, it's gonna last up to about 2 weeks. Sorry, it's gonna last up to about 2 weeks, and it's like I said, it's gonna be dreamy, sensitive. But you need to get into that because the only way you manifest things, the only thing you change things is through feeling, through emotion, through putting that behind what you need. All right. It's also kind of harmonious and aligned with your Uranus, which is about awakenings and change and things out of the blue at times. Okay. So if something happens that you're not so thrilled about, thank you for bringing this to me because it's something I had to be healed with. It's something I needed to deal with. So as soon as I do that, things are going to be moving in a much better progression. And Uranus is the ruler of the astrology. Okay, so this is positive. This is good stuff. There's Uranus brings exciting events. It brings positive change. It brings personal freedom. So things in my hair. So things are going to be like changing if you allow it, because there are going to be times where, especially in this month with the full moon and the new moon coming and everything that's kind of poised us to live towards the end of the year, towards the closing of the end of the year, it's all going to be how you react as to which way you're going to push this. Okay. Um, Venus and Saturn are very active as well this month. Full moons in general, they usually put like an outer conflict within. Okay, like, do I really need what I say I need, or is it a want? You know, we go through this with the full moon cycles, and with this one, we have a couple of weeks that this is going to have some influence. Um, but I would use this time and this emotional strength that's coming in, I would use that to overcome challenges. I would use that to overcome your relationship challenges, your job challenges, anything to do with love and finance because of Venus. Saturn's trying to teach a lesson here in regards to how do we react, how do we ask, how do we let go. Okay. Um, you want During this time you're going to want to speak your truth, you're going to want to own up, you're going to want to allow things to come to you. This is like Pisces, Cancer, then you've got Uranus, and you've got Venus. You've got a lot of things going on right now, and you may feel very empathetic. If you know you're an empath at this moment, you're going to feel very empathetic. You need to um, protect yourself in regards to that, okay? And charge. This full moon is a good time to charge. Good time to charge your crystals if you use them. Since it's in Pisces, Cancer, you're going to want to actually do things in regards to water as well, such as taking your salt baths or going, if you're near an ocean or body of water or lake or anything like that. You're going to want to almost like feel the need at times to and gravitate towards that because it's very healing. Okay. Um, but September is bringing you big energy shifts, big energy shifts. And like I said before, in a different way, when I said you can't build new buildings on old foundations, they have to break down and sometimes in order to bring in the new. If you want something, the universe, God, has to put it together. So sometimes it has to break things away in order to do that. I mean, if you ask for change, there has to be change in order to get there. So you have to trust the process. Okay? Because once you start with your fear and your doubt and your worry and oh, this is happening again, what else could happen? The universe is like, we're changing this so that you end up where you're supposed to be, but now you're taking it back and you're worrying about it. And that stops the flow. Okay? That's almost like your child when they say they want something and you know that something needs to be taken away in order to give them the new. And they're afraid of that. Well, fear is not of God. Fear is not of the universe. The universe does not say no. It says yes. So whatever you put your energy behind is coming to you. It's either a blessing or a lesson. If it's a lesson, it's going to end up being a blessing. It always does. It just could take longer to get to where you need to be. Okay? So this full moon is going to teach you how to, or try to teach you, it's up to you, how to let go of expectations, let go of who you thought you are or thought you were. Okay? Let go of stories of your past. You are not your past. Those are all the lessons you are supposed to learn to get to you for who you are right now. So welcome it in, and this is the only moment that's real. It's the only moment that really exists. It's the only moment that starts shaping things from 1 minute to the next, to the next, to the next. One thing to be aware of is that Mars is squaring Saturn. Venus is opposite Saturn, and Venus is squaring Mars. So, anger, trust, disappointment, delays in finances, delays in relationships could happen if you lose your patience. Okay? If you lose your patience, and if you hold on one moment, Loki. Hi. Thanks. So if you lose your patience, you could damage relationships and finances. This is about trust. This is about allowing change to happen to strengthen these things, to strengthen them. So if you get it, and at the full moon time, it's hard enough at times to not deal with that energy. Do you see what I'm saying? So, hold on. It's hard enough at times to not deal with that energy. Right? Where was I? Okay, so there's gonna be good luck if you make these positive changes, right? And let go of past negativity and grudges and stubbornness. If you let go of those and you do the positive things, then it's gonna be good. Now I wanted to talk to you a minute in regards to the Archangel of September, which is Archangel Zuriel, Zuriel. His name means my rock is God. Okay, so you can talk to him in regards to things going on in the month of September. He really and truly is a good one to relate with, a good one to help you through this month. And then also the Archangel Sandalphon is the Archangel of Pisces. Archangel Sandalphon carries prayers to God. So he's very, very tall. He is, the reason why his name ends in O-N and not A-E-L is that he was once, it is said to be that he was once here in the form of Elijah. And if any of you know the story of Elijah, he suddenly just transformed. He was like, he had exemplary life here. And Jesus wanting to show others these miracles. This was a miracle that was performed. And they saw him transform and just go, um, into another dimension. Okay, so the suffix on means brother or twin, and with that, um, he. Oh my gosh, he keeps talking. I'm trying to explain things first. So okay, I'll just say what he says because he just keeps talking. Um, if you have prayers that you need answers to, he definitely is the one to talk to about that because he has his ways and his own uh, how should I say army, I guess, that will go up and get answers and prayers for answers to prayers for you. Answers help you to move it forward a little bit faster. But the trick is into letting it go. Once you ask for something, you to let it go. Okay, that's the trick. The trick is in letting go. Now, how do you do that? Because it's not easy. Wind's picking up. Sorry. How you do that because it's not easy is you just distract yourself. Um, when you ask for something, you have to let the energy flow in order to get it. You have to allow that. So when you have you ever noticed that when you say something and you forget about it, it happens like almost right now. But if you obsess on something and hold the energy, it never seems to come through. It's because you are taking charge of what you don't need to. You've asked. Once you ask, it is given. And I'm going to be doing some. I did a law of attraction class in for Lilydale. Yesterday or day before, and day before, and we talked about a lot of these things. And I'm going to be offering some of these classes on Zoom. I know a lot of you ask if you can participate even though you don't live in this area. So I am going to be doing that. So let me know if that's something you want to do. All right, and so I have chosen. I here's how the universe works. I said I would like one card for each from each deck that I'm using, and then the angels. Here they are. It's not one card. I asked for one card, but anyway, so I have these that I'm now looking at because they're at me, but I didn't look at them before. But I did want to bring up. Um, I did pull out. This is the Numerology deck. And I did pull out the Pisces full moon to see what it had to say in regards to the Pisces full moon. And it says balance spirituality and practicality with the full moon in Pisces, which, it's easy to do when you don't have the cancer influence as well. So you have two water signs here. So watch your emotions. That is the biggest thing right now, is to watch your emotions. How are you reacting? Are you reacting in faith? Or are you reacting in need? Or are you reacting from a space of lack? And if you react to someone who says something to you, is that their problem or is it yours? That's the way you have to look at it. And so let's take a look what I've got. Angels. Angels, angels, angels. Oh, this is the Wizard's Tarot. One of my favorite. I think it's out of print. I can't find it. And then when I did, it was like $300 a deck or something like that. So this is my favorite deck. It's the Wizard's Tarot. This is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is basically coined the wish card. Okay, it's extravagant. She's smiling. Um, you can fill those cups up with whatever you want. They're all bright, up and forward. Okay. Um, also, she's got the red curtains, the stained glass, the gold colored walls. It's almost like it's yours for the taking. I do believe that September is a transformative month if we keep ourselves on track. And if we believe that everything that is happening to get us to where we need to be. Okay? So that's basically how I feel is um, it goes right in with everything else that's going on um, in the month of September. Okay. And here, oh, this is kind of interesting. This is out of the Moonology deck again. The full moon card came out. That's kind of neat. Okay. So, surrender to the divine. I want to say something about that. Um, Surrendering to the divine and letting go at the full moon is so very powerful. If you want to write down what it is that you want to manifest, if you want to daydream, anything you do, writing it down may be better at times because you can kind of let it go. You can kind of take it out of your mind, put it down on paper and say, you know, when I want to visit it again, there it is. But um, divine, okay, I keep interrupting me. Divine timing is so very, none of us want to wait for divine timing. None of us. It's just, whatever. But at the same time, it's the only thing that makes things perfect because we allow it to flow. We open our hearts up to the abundance. We open our hearts up to things that are coming that are good. Even if you start those negative thoughts and you're like, okay, this is a very negative thought. But you know what? Why do I have it? You need to process it. It can't be all 100% positivity all the time. You came here for reasons. You came here to figure out how to deal with these things. You came here to cleanse and clear. You came here to do a lot of your awakening in this period of time. So you do have to deal with it. And you do have to say, what is triggering this? Why is this happening? Um, Ask yourself these questions and then you bless it and you thank it and you let it go. Thank you for the blessings from this lesson. I'm keeping the lessons and I'm keeping the love. I am definitely keeping the blessing and the abundance from it. Okay? That's the way we do things. That's the way it works the best and the fastest. All right. So out of one of the angels decks I have, I think it's called Angels, Gods, and Goddesses or something like that. This is Angel of Manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. Oh my gosh, like everything is coming, like with the beginning of the video today. So keep your faith. Keep your faith. This change is good. These things that we're going through are good. It's going to get rid of what we don't need anymore and bring in a positive thing. Angel of Union. This also, let's see, it says a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. Okay? But be careful how you react around this full moon. And know that you are being blessed with great relationships. Maybe some things in the relationships have to break down. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you just persevere through. Maybe you just don't allow the negativity. Okay. Loki. Sorry. Maybe you just don't allow the negativity. Or if they say something, know that they are going through this too. And if they don't follow this stuff like you do, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what to do with their emotions. They don't know what to do with that. Have some compassion. Oh, the full moon of Pisces, compassion. Of course, Pisces are compassionate. Pisces is like the center of compassion. Jesus brought in the age of Pisces, right? It's all about compassion. It's all about compassion. Have compassion for the other person that does not know what the heck is happening here on Earth at the moment. But they're going through their awakening, and they will find out too. They will figure it out. Okay, so we're all going to love to hear this one. Angel of Diet and Nutrition. They're like, what's that mean? I'm like, well, you know, hey, here on Earth. Angel of Diet and Nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. Seriously, this will help your intuition. It will help your energy at this time. Okay? To not, I know with the full moon, a lot of times we want to gorge. We do. Especially as Cancers and Pisces and Scorpions, because we're I say us because I am a Cancer. We're ruled by the moon and the tides. Okay, so this is very good. So between all of these, this is a huge, 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 huge manifestation time. Look at all this. Look at all this. Okay, right here, the first three: wish fulfillment, surrender to the divine, manifestation. It's like in order. That's kind of interesting. Wish fulfillment, surrender to the divine. That's coming. Surrender to the divine. Manifestation, again, is coming. Relationships are good if you watch your temper right now. And then, yeah, see, I even forget. Diet and nutrition. I don't need to be yelled at. But it is so important. Actually, your diet and your nutrition is very, very important. And start reading up on a lot or practicing a little better nutrition. Now, I'm not saying you have to be vegan. I'm not saying you have to be vegetarian. I'm not saying you have to be, I don't even know the words for that. Carnivores. I'm not saying that at all, one way or the other. You know what's best for you, but maybe it's the amounts of it. I've been talking to myself in regards to that as well. So anyway, I am going to be posting some Zoom classes. I have a schedule of videos coming up too. Let me see so I can tell you guys. I want to be doing a happy birthday to my Virgos as well, Virgos and Librans. So I want to be doing like the monthlies like this, and then weekly forecasts. Perhaps pick a card. People are asking me to do that. It's becoming kind of popular. Some sort of small inspirational video, and then a new zodiac forecast. So I do have things coming up, and I do actually now have the awesome and wonderful time to do it. So those will be happening. Any questions you have, please let me know. Please subscribe. Okay. And you can hit the bell if you want to know when new videos are coming out. We can do that. Thank you for putting up with my barks from my pups. I just love them so much. Anyway, make sure that you let me know, dawn.divineconnections.com. And I am working on a new website as well. If you would like any readings with me, or any spiritual coaching, anything like that, let me know, and we'll get together. Facebook, I'm under Divine Connections as well. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about our new journey, and I hope this has helped you. So like I said, I will be on to, and if you want to join in the email list, and I will let you know about classes online and things like that, let me know. And I will definitely do that. Thank you so very much. Have a blessed, awesome, and wonderful, calm September, okay? Let go of expectations. Love you guys. Take care. I'm Healing Energy. And I will see you shortly.